All righty, good morning. 709 Brock Hunter. Oh, yeah.
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
All right.
Anyway. Well, welcome to it. It is the Plan B Morning Show. We are streaming, crossing the streams. Get in on it. Make sure you join us on all your favorite platforms. Most importantly, head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web-exclusive content, including your Plan B App Show podcast week in review, which we haven't gotten to in a couple weeks because we were off on a Friday, and then I was gone. I don't know, but we'll have a fresh one for you here. Not that anyone watches it, but that's all right.
I was gonna say, why? We don't need it. We don't need it. We do podcasts every day.
Here's the
on
problem.
Stream every day.
What if this one video is the one that sends us into the stratosphere, into superstardom, gets like 1 billion views? We beat Gangnam Style. All right, we get more views with this one pod. If we don't do it, we won't know. We won't know.
Gonna beat Gangnam Style with an after show podcast on a Friday. That's.
You don't know. What if something amazing happens on it and it's the greatest? It goes down in history as the greatest video ever made by mankind.
Well, I appreciate your
confidence,
thoughtfulness on the show and what we do, but no, that's a waste of time.
I think
Complete.
you're wrong. We're gonna do it today either way. So it's what's gonna happen. You never know. You don't know unless you try, Hunter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know unless you try. Anyway, that's coming up later on. Maybe we won't do it. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Right now we're on, though, so get in on it. All right, let's keep things moving here, folks. It's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That.
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it!
Move it. Jesus. Worst. Is that what you got? Is that it?
I had to lube up my throat. Which, by the way, speaking of lubing up your throat or your area, did you hear about this? I'll make this the first story in the morning dump. I didn't have it in here, but that just reminded me. Scientists, doctors found an organ in the body that we had no idea was there.
Really? After
all this time of studying the body, we found a new organ.
Fresh organ, huh?
A fresh organ.
Enlighten me.
It's researchers in the Netherlands have discovered a new organ in the body. It's located deep inside the upper part of the throat and is a gland that is believed to help lubricate the area behind the nose.
Brand new. Happened to me a lot this morning. I've been sneezing and coughing for some reason.
Dude, that's wild to me that over how long have we been humans like on there for millennia?
Yeah, how long have we been studying the human body is really what the question is. And
with the technology we have, and we're just now finding this organ in our
body's an amazing thing. It can hide things. It can, disclose things later on in life that you never knew.
Hide things. What's the body?
Well, the organ.
You doing the old prison wallet? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you mean?
Walleting the old organ that nobody knew about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though? It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, we really don't know everything about the body. I mean, everyone's still wondering exactly what the appendix does, or because we don't need it. We don't need it. Why do we have two kidneys? You can get rid of one of your kidneys and you're all right. You're okay.
Which is wild. You definitely have two for a reason, right? You have to.
But we can huck one out of our body. We can take one of ours and give it to someone else. Yeah. And you're fine.
You're fine. You can walk up.
So you back up, Mick. See you later with your one kidney where you used to have two. Right? Weird.
Not when I pee. It always goes straight right.
Why does that happen every morning?
Oh, it's
unbelievable. Eric said your mom has an extra gland in her throat.
Oh, come on, man.
How dare you? It's deep back in there for lubrication.
It's pretty interesting, though,
Yeah. Brand new organ in the body. Oh, real quick.
What's it called? Does it have a name?
They
We
did
haven't
not.
named it yet.
Let's see. Hold on. Well, here's another thing. Scientists say they found it accidentally while studying prostate cancer. That's opposite ends of the body.
Yeah. How deep did you go to study
How
that
deep
prostate
did
cancer?
I'm bottoming out here, Steve. What's going on? The camera. That
going on?
That guy on the table's just like a spit roast.
Jeez, dude.
That's horrible.
It's
Yeah,
terrible.
you're on the wrong end. Oh, sorry. But hey, while I'm up here,
Hey, we found something.
I don't see any name in it. I don't see any name in
Doesn't
this.
he have a
article.
name yet, huh?
That's cool. I bet whoever finds it probably gets to name it. That's not usually how it goes. You find it, you name it.
Whatever
Is
this
there
guy's
anything
last name is,
unexplained things in the body. I just want to see this because there's got to be other ones, right? Here, the 7 biggest mysteries of the human body. Add this one in there. Why so wimpy? Whose breasts?
What are you talking
about? Why do men have nipples? That's a question we have.
That's funny you brought that up.
Right?
She was looking at the cat the other day, Tito. She's like, why do you have a she's sitting there talking to the cat. Why do you have a nipple? Why do you have nipples?
She's mad at the cat for having nipples.
She's like, you know what? You shouldn't have nipples. You're a male cat. And I'm sitting there laying and I have my shirt off too.
Yeah.
This is we were outside. And I just look at her and I'm like, I have nipples.
Yeah.
And she stopped for a second. She was like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why do you?
I don't have an answer to that.
Why do you have nipples? Bigger question. Why do I have an extra nipple? Okay.
Yeah, you have 3. That's weird. Why do you guys have nipples though?
That's we don't. Science doesn't know. Science
don't
doesn't
know?
know. I mean,
No
they
answer?
have a theory. I'm sure. Why do men have nipples? Number one answer. Because of how embryos develop in the womb.
So you know there's an answer.
That's not really an answer. That doesn't tell me anything, though. All it tells
The
me
embryo in the womb. It's got to, that's what humans are. They're made with nipples.
Yeah, but don't you think, though, evolutionarily speaking, right, that at a point
They'd fall off.
We wouldn't need them. Not fall off.
Well,
put it back on.
Teeth fall out. A lot of things fall off your body.
But like it's like, okay, now my male gender has been assigned. I got the XY. Okay, so get rid of them. Yeah, I understand. Okay, but what are you gonna be? What's it gonna be? Penis or vagina? But okay, now
nipples.
But they get rid of. They should then. Now the body should go. All right, you don't need them in your journey. You don't need them, fella.
I shedded my nipples when I was 3.
What's wrong with you?
I still have them. They're in a little jewelry box.
No, they're in a handmade clay container that you made in pottery class.
Actually, I put them back on this morning. If you could see it,
you do have tiny little nipples. I will tell you that you do.
Talk about my dude.
You got little Hershey Kiss nips.
All right. I didn't wake up this morning on a Friday for you to talk about my tiny.
You can't see mine. Mine are so hairy. Look at that.
God.
Look it. We got flagged. We are no longer streaming. It took us off.
From that nipple, that one right there, that hairy one.
Yeah, that's true. You can't even see mine. Mine are shaded in the forest of my chest hair right there. Anyway. So hey, new organ in the body, and science figuring it out. Okay,
and we're not shedding nipples.
No, we're not shedding nipples. I don't need them. I don't need them. But hey. Hey, speaking of nipples, what about this? You might be seeing dozens of teeny tiny orange shorts at your local thrift shop because Hooters is the latest restaurant chain to abruptly close some of its locations. 44 to be exact, in 14 states. Texas, Georgia, and Florida had the most closings. The company says it's releasing a frozen brand of its menu items. Isn't that what you get at Hooters? It's just frozen food that's been, come on now.
Pretty much. Come on.
It will continue to offer food for takeout.
I almost brought this up like a year ago. I was thinking about this, and for some reason, you know what it was? It was like a John Daly thing because he was sponsored by Hooters, right? Or is he still?
I think he still is.
Is he still?
Still one of the
Sponsored by
main.
Hooters?
Yeah. I think. I don't know.
Well, he was doing something. It was like a commercial or something I saw. And for a moment there, I'm like, how is Hooters still open? And your answer is probably, well, the chicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the society nowadays.
Oh, no, for sure. That
kind of follows what Hooters is trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag me too. That any business like that. There was I think in Madison called.
I'm surprised they made it to this far.
Yeah. But no, in this day and age, a restaurant, any type of business that banks on scantily clad women is not going to bode well. It's just the world we're living in right now. And I don't care either way, because let's be honest, Hooters was not great. Like you didn't go there for a culinary experience.
Right,
you went there because there was an attractive female, scantily clad, who would flirt with you.
And wings will do. And wings will do tonight.
And wings are one of the easiest things you can cook.
Right.
And serve to people with beer. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Put a TV with football on it, some average tasting wings and in buffalo sauce, and a good looking woman. You know what we're there for.
Yeah,
you know what we're there for.
I'll be there, I guess.
Here's the thing, too, though. I'm at a point in my life where Hooters does not make sense for me. Okay, when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever, makes sense because you're the same, around roughly the same age.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And
now you're just a creepy old man.
Right. Now there's two sides of this coin, though. All right. So it makes sense when you're that age. It also makes sense when you are an old man. You know, you're like 75. All right. They're like, oh, he's like our grandpa. All right. You're there. Yeah, your wife died 10 years ago. You're just living the bachelor life as an old man.
You're going to pinch a booty or two and get away with it because you're so
away with it. Exactly. Like, oh, Harold. But I'm in an age at, middle age where if I go in there, the girls are disgusted. I'm disgusted with myself, So yeah, I haven't been to a Hooters in years. I got to wait until now. Now I'm waiting till the old man stage at Hooters, but they probably won't be around.
Hey, take your wife out for a nice dinner at Hooters. See how that works.
I've seen couples at Hooters before, and I'm like,
and you know what? How about this?
Lose a coin toss? What the hell?
What are you doing? What's going on? How about this? Take your wife to Hooters for a dinner and wear mirrored sunglasses the entire time.
Honey, we're inside. I know what you're looking at. All right. No, I'm looking at you, babe.
Don't move your neck.
I'm looking at you, babe. Don't worry about it. No, it's only you.
All right.
It's only you. As your eye, as you're pulling eye muscles, looking.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, see how that works out.
I was mentioning before too. There are a couple other places, and actually, Michael commented. Twin Peaks is a place very similar. Just it's Hooter-esque, just with a different name. There's also a place I remember called the Tilted Kilt, which was like Scottish themed, and the girls wear shorts, kilts, and
I believe there's one in like South Bend.
Really? A Tilted
South
Kilt
somewhere? Yeah.
Anyway, this is not surprising because again, it wasn't like Hooters was standing tall on their food. Okay, but I just think in this day and age, you're not going to make it.
Wait, that's the name for the other store that's like Hooters is Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks? Yeah. Great name. Great name.
Twin Peaks, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fitting. It's fitting.
But yeah, just not the case. Not the case anymore. It's not the world we live in. All right. Which sucks because I'm getting close to that stage where I could be the old guy at Hooters. And I can't do it now. I can't do it. And then you tell stories about your wife, and they're like, "Oh, he's so sweet." Really, I'm all just hopped up on booze and Viagra, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, should we do one more? I do have one more.
Yeah. By the way, Greg said I'm stoned. No, it's just the way I look, man.
He always looks that way.
It's just the way I look. You got squinty eyes.
Oh man, the nitrous is leaking into the studio. Yes, you know what? No, we're good. It's 7:23. Let's beat feet. That's your morning dump. We'll be back.
Oh.
I don't know why, but that coffee is tasting good this morning.
Yeah, I probably need some of that.
Yeah, you've been kind of a drag. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I just don't have anything to look forward to. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're all giddy and happy because you get the entire weekend to yourself.
Yeah, I've also had to work all week too, though.
Me too.
Do you want me to do the remote today? Huh?
Me
Everyone's
too.
going to see us fight here, Hunter. All right. You
All
want
right.
to do it? You want to
You
do
want
it?
to do it? I'll pay you to do it.
Double.
I'll give you 50
Double.
extra bucks.
Here's your $50. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Brad. Ooh, boys with a Z. We're not cool enough for that, Brad. Come on now. Morning, Scott. Morning, Michelle. Morning, Michael. Morning, Greg. Oh, Greg just was the one that said Hunter Stone. Hold on. Rustic outdoor theme, homed out of Colorado. That's the Twin Peaks. How's the food, Michael? How's the food? That's what I want to know. All right. We got
Be back in a few minutes.
yeah, be back. Where are you going, Hunter?
Yeah, I admitted what I Michelle, if you want to know what I do when I break away, when I put the camera down. No, nobody knows.
Well, I think she's talking about. Do you get what she's referencing? Our story about be back in 30 minutes, close for sex. I think that's what she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think he's having sex. I think he's whacking it.
Oh, I'm not whacking it. Jesus.
We know what you're doing back there. God, was that only 14 minutes? Huh.
Hey, I sent you a video, and you got to bring that up in sports.
I got it. Shooby dooby doo. This is for sports?
Yes. Did you watch it last night?
No. Fuck, do I not watch it?
Dude, it was quite entertaining. I got like a half hour into it, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
That's all I'm seeing is like on Facebook, everyone's like, made it an hour, can't do anymore. This is atrocious. I'm turning it off, you know?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's why I didn't watch it, because I'm like, I don't like what either one of these guys have to say. Might be voting third party this year. But, you know, isn't it?
Why vote? Why vote then? Why waste your time?
No, because if you don't vote, you can't bitch. That's what I say. That's what I say. If you don't get involved, you can't say anything. That's my take on it. And hey, third party still a vote. If more people got on board and voted and actually took time instead of just not voting, that's all I'll say.
Dude, this came from my father's mouth last night. We were talking about it because we had dinner and we were kind of talking about the debate. And I'm like, Dad, do you really think it matters? Because he's a pro voter. He's one of those guys who'll drag you out of bed and like, you need go. Yeah. And he was like,
hold on. We got to go on. Oh, great. We're getting political here on the Plan B morning show.
Not really.
Talking about the debate last night. What a train wreck that was.
Which we will touch on in sports, which is kind of odd.
Which is weird. I know when you said you had a video for me for sports, and then I look and I see it's Biden and Trump. I'm like, how is this going to fit in?
I think you all know where this is going to go in sports, but
I don't. Maybe
you mentioned earlier. It's like if you don't vote, you can't bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Which I understand. That's a good stance. Think it matters. Think your vote matters.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
So I asked my dad last night, and I'm like, Dad, you have $100 bill that you worked hard for in your wallet. And you honest, you got to bet $100. Does your vote count? It was hard to ask him this question last night because he's serious. He's serious about this kind of subject. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he's like,
patriotic guy, served
like,
this
damn it, you put money on it? He's like, I'm gonna have to vote no.
See, but then why do we even have this? If that's the case, and we find out that our vote
make us believe that we're making a difference,
our vote doesn't matter, then that's going to come out in the wash. There's no way that's going to stand. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
There's no way.
I think you're wrong. I think at one time it did. This is terrible saying this, isn't it? Because it's all about patriotism, and I'm very patriotic. I love my country.
See, now
I do.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem with this is that us getting discouraged, which we are at this point. If we're not voting, then yeah, it is not going to make a difference. But I think if everyone who didn't vote because they say it doesn't matter, well, that's affecting the overall outcome. Because there's no way that they're going to rig this whole thing.
Is it?
What?
Is it? Is it going to affect the outcome? I don't think it is.
Let's say, okay.
I think they know. I think they already know, probably right now.
Out of the two, though, let's say there is one that is better than the other. And I'm just saying, in a general a picture of things, if you have two people, there's obviously one that's better than the other. They're never like, oh, boy, these guys are great. I don't know. If more people who are like, oh, my vote doesn't matter, at least voted for the better choice, that would make a difference. That would make a difference. If you took all the people that don't vote,
that's if your vote counts.
So you're saying no vote matters. We should just go to a
if it's predetermined, then yes, no vote matters. No vote counts.
Well, see, but then that's a huge problem for our democracy.
Exactly.
I don't think we're there. I don't think we're at this complete government takeover of them rigging everything.
What else does the government let the people do? What else does the government say, hey, this is in your hands? Nothing.
Well,
Nothing. It's almost obvious. Like, so no government's going to be like, you get the choice completely.
We're living in a communist country then, and we just have a ruler that's picking everything. No,
a group of people. I don't know who they are. I don't know what's going on, but dude, it seems pretty sketchy to me.
Go out and vote, for God's sakes. All right,
just I'm not saying don't vote. I did not say that at all. All I'm saying is, I'm not sure how much mine counts. It's sad to say. It's sad to say, but it's good to talk about these things. It's good to bring it up.
As a people, we need to rise up. All right, we still have a voice.
So you're saying that if 100% of the people voted for Mickey Mouse, which Mickey Mouse does get what? How many votes each year?
That stat I don't know.
They're going to have Mickey Mouse be the president? Hell no.
That's how
not
it works.
A chance, poopy pants. Like
that's how it works. That's how a democracy works.
No.
Figure it out.
100%. If Mickey Mouse got 100% of the votes, they would be like, all right, now we got to disclose that we're not really counting these things.
Now, because here's the thing. That's a bad example because he's not
a great example.
He's not a real person. It'd be like, guys, we obviously can't have a cartoon character running the country. But let's say 100 people wrote in, or 100% of the people wrote in, or it doesn't even need, the majority wrote in.
If 100% of the people wrote in us, you think we would be presidents?
Yeah, no, that's how it works. That's how it works. That's how that works.
That's how it's supposed to work. That's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, though.
No, that's how it works. That's how democracy
works. How do you
works.
know? You're so confident. Like, you're the one counting it. Like,
I'm confident in my country. Yeah, I know right now it doesn't look that great, but I'm still confident in the.
I love my country.
I would rather have it this way than North Korea. You want to have that Kim Jong-un having a photo of the supreme leader? I get it. He's great at golf, but I don't want that kind of country, right?
Speaking of that, the golfing and presidents, hit the button.
Should we hit the button? All right, there we go.
Good segue right there. Right there.
As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Tall, Cool, Budweiser's, other great things that you don't get anywhere else other than in the free world. All right? America. Democracy. Anyway, get stocked up. Drink wiser with Bud Distributing. Bud.
Just play the video. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so I got it queued up. Let's see here.
This is from last night's debate.
All right, hold on.
Why is this in sports? And you'll see why.
I got to play it through this. So here, hold on one sec. I got you queued up.
I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest line. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8.
Never.
But I have, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
What he is.
bro.
This is what happened last night.
This is last night.
My God.
He got into golf last night. That's what our potential presidents are arguing over is their handicap.
Oh my God.
So last night I had it on actually I was watching it out back on the projector. And it got to a point where I'm like, this is enough. I've seen enough. But I left it on.
Yeah.
And I went and did other things in the backyard while it was playing. And I heard it. I heard that in the background. And I look over and I'm like, this has got to be a clip from something.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Oh, did it switch over to South Park somehow? And they're doing a
Something
about it. What's going on? Is
Dude,
this an SNL sketch?
It re-grabbed my attention because it was so far off.
Yeah, that's
what I was expecting to hear. Like, what?
Yep.
Dude, our country is in shambles.
Mhm.
And you got these two guys arguing over their handicap, which, by the way, 6 handicap from Biden.
I don't believe that. Honestly, I don't. And I don't know what he was thinking, even going down that route, because look,
saying, hey, I'd like to see you carry your own bag. Like, Biden, dude, you can barely carry your own
body
coat on your shoulders.
You can't carry your own body, let alone
that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Look, and I will say, for all of Trump's terrible qualities, he can golf as he should. He can. I think he probably uses his foot wedge more than he admits. But hey, I can't say anything. I do all the time. I take liberties on the golf course. But yeah, I don't know why Biden even went down that route. I don't even know why.
Don't go down the golf hole. You know, don't do that with Trump.
Yeah.
You know what? Having a president good at golf for some reason makes me more comfortable. Is that bad saying that? Is that weird? Golf is a prestigious sport to where you have to have more than just grunt ability. You got to think. You got to practice. It almost shows what kind of person you are while you're playing this.
Right. Like, you don't want that guy who's throwing his club into the water hazard and fighting other golfers. Right.
No.
It's a kind of, there's
golf will test you. It'll tell you what kind of person you are. It really will. Yeah. It's a game of, what's the word there? It's just, yeah. I think it's good to have a good golfer as a president. If that's
and also apparently, if you become president, you have to golf. Is there anyone? Did Obama golf? Mm-hmm. Was he a good
wasn't
golfer?
Any good. He wasn't any good. He golfed a lot actually.
Obama was just shirtless on the basketball court, making it rain. Man.
Taking skins. I'll be skins.
Making it rain.
Which Obama could shoot the ball. We all saw that video from the corner.
Yeah, that guy had some game. Right. Remember that when we had a president that wasn't old and gray?
Yeah, no, I don't.
On the verge of death.
When was that? I don't remember that at all.
It's insane, isn't it? Was he like only in his 40s? That's nuts.
What?
That's nuts.
Yeah, I think all presidents golf, though. That's kind of how you have meetings sometimes with other leaders. And
there's a great clip of George Bush Jr. He says like he's making like a serious comment. Then he goes, "Now watch this drive."
Watch this drive.
You know what I'm talking about? Like he's in the camera and he's talking about something serious. And then he goes, see that clip. "Now watch this drive." Anyway, okay, so that's ridiculous that we have
absolutely absurd last night.
What are you
guys arguing about?
The presidential debate in sports because you got these two old guys
arguing about their handicap.
My handicaps, I'll golf with you any day.
Well, six Biden.
I do love that. I love that. And out of all the things, the six handicap's the biggest lie of all. That's the biggest
lie of all.
That's what he locked on.
I've seen your swing. He says, I've
seen your swing. 6 handicap, biggest lie of all.
Jesus, man.
Now, can we get back to talking about leading the free world?
Yeah, last night, which we will probably get to at some point, but man, like this is just not even about anything. You guys are just arguing about things. The thing that comes to mind, you can argue. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. 2 presidents argued about handicap last night in sports this morning, which I never thought I'd talk about ever. You got your story you want to talk about? You said you had something with the Olympics.
Yes, I do have an Olympic story, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting on a lot of different levels. And let me explain why. So here, let me get this up. By the way, I found the George Bush clip, and we are going to watch that in just a second because I'm very excited about it. I'm very, very excited.
Just do it now before we say.
Just do it now. Okay. All right. We'll say, okay, hold on. It's just, hold on. Son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. Share. I got to share. That's the only problem. It takes forever to share this. Share screen. This is just so good. This is.
Was it George Senior?
No, it was George W. Bush. It was George W. Bush. All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn on the. Hold on. This is so good.
I love George.
Yeah, this is just the
when he starts giggling.
All right, here we go.
We must terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
And he just rips it. He just rips it.
Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
Here, hold on, one more.
I love that.
Now watch this drive. Watch this drive.
Doesn't smile at all.
Drive.
Now watch this drive. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
Dude, honestly, pretty good
We
swing.
must
Oh yeah, he's got a great
stop
one.
the terror.
Good swing.
I call upon all nations.
Watch this drive. America. This is America. We
have
here.
to stop the terror.
A terror.
I tell you who's terrified right now? This golf ball. Watch this drive.
I watch this drive.
Wham!
Always looking into the sun. I love it.
That was got it.
Freak alien joke.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right. Moving on now from golf and politics. Let's talk about the Olympics. Less than a month away. We'll be heading over to Paris. All those French bastards. The water keeps testing positive in I believe the Seine River in Paris keeps testing positive for E. coli and other fecal bacteria, making it too polluted for swimming events.
Really?
If they can't get the river clean enough in a few weeks, they'll have to move the triathlon out of Paris.
Somewhere else.
Who
Even so, they're like, okay, now it's clean enough. Like, are you sure?
are you sure? Right?
I'm the one that's got to swim into that.
What do you mean clean enough? Well, the volume of water compared to the amount of fecal matter in there is more water than fecal matter. It's safe enough for humans to go in. Hold on.
I'll swim with my mouth closed.
Here's the other thing. Eyes closed, mouth closed, just plugs in. Here's the other thing that's really bothersome. Obviously, that's disgusting. As a society, I thought we figured out how to not dump our human waste into our water system.
You know, they tell you that, but that's probably not what's happening.
I get it. Back in olden times, hear ye.
Yeah,
You're fucking your waste buckets out.
Like your only option.
That was your only option. We didn't have indoor plumbing, but it's 2024, and you're telling me this water is so polluted with E. coli and fecal matter, human, mind you.
It's not good.
What are we doing? We don't deserve this planet. We don't deserve it.
No, we don't.
It's gross.
So, what do they do? Clean it?
How do you?
Do you have to swim in the river? Can't we just do like one of those those
want-
infinity pools where it moves?
Yeah, they want. I'm sure it's all aesthetics. Oh, look at the swimmers down the Seine River. This is amazing. Right through the streets of Paris downtown. They're swimming through as they come out with toilet paper and a
piece of corn on their chin. God,
some guy's like, "That's my corn. That's my corn."
Gross, dude.
Disgusting. It just sit there too, like Europeans. All right, and all hoity-toity on you Americans, you fat, gross Americans. You know what? You and your gross poo-filled river.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys. That's disgusting.
Yeah, don't point fingers.
Yeah.
When you have a poop river.
We just use the river as our toilet. You're gross, you dirty French bastards.
That is gross.
Anyway,
I'm not sure how much cleaner ours is. I mean, we got some pretty dirty rivers, but
it's cleaner. It's cleaner. All right. I would rather swim in Lake Erie than over there in some gross European toilet water. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me that any day. America filthy water. That's what I'm talking about.
I had no idea though. That's not good.
And you did bring up a very good point with this is like Wait, how clean? Like,
How
what do
clean?
you mean it's clean? Like, if you get it clean,
Yeah.
you're telling me in a couple weeks you shut off? What, you just shut off some pipes?
Right.
I don't think so. I
Hey,
don't.
Joe,
think
hey,
so.
Joe, how about you jump in first?
Yeah.
You go first.
Just immediately come out. Your eyes are just filled with pink eye. Like, this is
Ah.
awful. This is terrible.
Eyes are shot.
I can't see. I can't see a thing. This is terrible. Yeah. So
So what do? You just filter it then?
I don't know. I have no idea how
I
you
don't know
filter
either.
a river. I tell you what. Let's just move it. How about a nice clean countryside river?
Exactly. You know, is there a spring somewhere? Come
Yeah.
on, something.
Anywhere.
Well, just a pool.
Yeah. Could I just do my laps in the pool?
Don't they put up like $1 billion in hotels
Yeah.
like around the area? Hey, can we just build a pool, a long ass pool?
There's a water park somewhere they could just rip through. Come on now.
Jesus.
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Dirty Olympics in your sports this morning.
I didn't win gold, but I did get pink eye and just a violent bout of dysentery.
What'd you get in the Olympics? Pink.
I have Giardia. Unbelievable. Yep.
That's gross.
Yep.
I'm not watching that event now. That's
No.
for sure.
No. Corn stuck out his cheek.
Just to flick it off. Gross. It's so gross. All right, let's move on. Let's get out of here.
It's 7:45. Should we go? Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Sports brought to you by Bunt Distributing.
Hey, bud.
We'll be back. Oh, I missed it. Good morning, Stacy. Don't talk about handicap when you're so old you handicap the country. That's true.
That's very true.
Yeah, actually, no. Isn't our handicap right now like $1.4 trillion? I think that's what
Right.
What's the deficit?
No, it's 27 trillion. 27.
Biden was sleeping, and President Trump talks too much about himself, but still way better than the great destroyer. But I mean, again, folks, you know where I stand. I don't like either one of them. I don't know what.
I don't get into politics. I don't even like bringing it up because then
No.
people assume you like somebody, and I
It's
just
right. And I always feel like I'm correcting. I don't like any. And honestly, that goes down the hill too. You go to Capitol Hill, it's nothing but criminals and crooks and just.
You know what? One thing I will say I have one opinion on it. I'll give you. I honestly believe that Trump loves this country. And I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the way he talks, the way he comes across. But sitting there, and if it was two individuals that I had no idea who were last night, watching each one and then taking an opinion afterwards, at least Trump can talk. At least he has something behind he's got an opinion. Where like Biden is just like,
I don't
what they tell me.
thing. Biden has an opinion. Well, he did. Now he is just so senile. I mean, I always go back to that. I go back to that Theo Von. It's elder abuse at this point.
At least one of the guys has his own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I absolutely, love Trump and I'm, dragging the flag, on top of my truck behind it. It says Trump. This is another thing I wanted to bring up.
What?
Dude, you know what? This is wild. Real quick, before you get into the topic. So I was riding the Jeep the other day, and we were when we do the Jeep, we fly the flags. We have two flags coming off the roll bars there.
Yeah.
Somebody comes up, she's like, "Oh, you're a Trump supporter," and I'm like, I look around, I look behind me, and I'm like, "Why do you say that?"
I put a wrong flag on there. Yeah.
Like, no, that's an American flag.
Yeah.
Dude, people are assuming that I'm a Trump supporter because I fly the flag of my own country.
Yeah.
That should tell you something.
Did I tell you about the guy who was on? This was a while ago. I was filling up my truck, and some guy walks in, or he walked up. I can't remember how the whole thing went, but all of a sudden he makes a comment to me out of nowhere. He's like, "These gas prices ridiculous," and he goes, "Hey, your boy Biden probably did this." And I'm like, "Hold on," I said, "Why do you automatically assume?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? Because I look more liberal? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What the?" But that's what people love doing. That's what politics does to people. I'm just sitting there minding my own business. Some guy yells at me because he thinks anyway. End of politics. We're not doing it anymore. We got to do.
I just thought it was sad that flying a flag of your own country automatically puts you in a category.
The whole thing is sad. There we go. All righty. Good morning. I think we've topped out our political conversation this morning. Oh God. Anyway, well, hey, it's 7:49. We got to get to it. It's time for your topic of the day. I have not even looked at it. I don't know how the conversation went, but for you, what is non-negotiable? What is non-negotiable? And this could be anything, big or small, non-negogible.
Biden does not have a 6 handicap. That is non-negotiable. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's almost, you know what? That's I think one of the most upsetting things about this whole political thing is that he would have the audacity to go up there and say that.
Well, it's like, dude, okay, you're lying about that. What else are you lying about? Because that's definitely a lie.
6 handicap, you should be on the senior PGA. All right,
dude, I'm telling you. Don't say that. That doesn't look good. Anyway, that's non-negotiable. There are a lot of things. That are non-negotiable. You got one?
I do, and I'm sorry. I'm going to steal it from our promo and also from you. And I don't know. I'm surprised at myself. Maybe not. I don't know. Whatever toilet I have has to have a bidet. I know we've talked about this at length, but I am now a staunch bidet enthusiast. Okay, like non-negotiable to the point where it upsets me that when I go
your whole life about it too. You know what? You made fun of me for the longest time for having one too. You should feel bad. You should lay in bed at night and think like, damn, dude.
I do feel bad.
Maybe I'm thick-headed sometimes and I don't listen.
No. Very rarely does that happen. Okay.
I know that rarely happens.
But I will say, because it was never like, it's not a cleanliness thing. I was just like, you're overdoing. What are you talking about? What are you doing down there?
I'm not.
That's it. Non-negotiable now. I told you, I literally have to redo the internal plumbing on my folks' toilet in Wisconsin because it was too old and I couldn't get the adapter on for the bidet that I bought them for when I visit.
Yeah.
I just had the worst trip of my life down in Missouri because my in-laws don't have one on theirs. Non-negotiable. Put it on the toilet. End of story.
I got one. And you're going to take my man card. Everybody on the stream anybody listening is going to be like, dude, you're an idiot. But try it. See what you think. Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
For me, and I've tested this probably the past year or two. And I've done different ways and I've tried it every way. And this is non-negotiable for me anyway. The best steak is out of the air fryer.
Ooh.
The best steak is out of an air fryer.
I'm not going to take your man card on that. No. For too long, people have been gatekeeping steaks. All right. People are, and like, even like on a flat top, you can't cook a steak on a flat top.
It's not as good. Hey, I'm all about the Blackstone. I just got it. I'm still excited around it. It's not as good on the blacktop. Or the Blackstone, sorry.
The Blackstone. No, blacktop definitely not good. That's not not cooked properly. There's bacteria.
Right. Arizona blacktop.
No, Hunter, that was a game changer for me. And like, if I'm at a place, obviously that's cooking my steak, I'm not going to be like, hey, because they don't do that.
You took out the air fryer.
You got an air fryer back there? I would like this done. I would like that, sir. This is a Ruth Chris. We do not do that here. Well, I'll have the.
Call me crazy, but dude, it is that good. I don't know if it like keeps the juices in it or what it does. Here's another thing: is I what is it? Tenderize it a lot.
Oh yeah, give it a little. Now, hey, have you done the frozen steak yet? It's amazing. Throws a frozen steak in there. It's like what is it? Like $3.90, dude. And it'll cook perfectly. It'll cook perfectly.
Really?
Yep.
See, that's kind of the opposite of what I'm doing because I preheat the air fryer. Yeah, that's what I heard you're supposed to do. Preheat it at 400 for like 5 minutes. Throw it in for 8, depending on the size of steak you got. And I mean, dude, ding, comes out perfect.
So you're taking one that's already thawed. I'm telling you, you can do a frozen steak in there, and it does take longer, obviously, because it's frozen, but it'll cook perfectly. Perfectly.
Wow.
I'm with you there, buddy.
I haven't tried that one.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Hey, take my man card until you try it.
No, you're on board with it. It makes life easier. It's done. It's in there. It's perfect. I do have one more I just thought of while we were talking about food. As soon as you mentioned food, non-negotiable for me, no fennel seeds. I will not eat the sausage. Whatever dish you have, there's fennel seeds in there. Blech. Non-negotiable.
Think about it. I guess I never really think about fennel seeds until somebody else brings it up. Oh yeah, those are
so
in like
gross.
brats and whatnot.
Those are so gross. They have such a distinct, disgusting flavor to me that I can't. No, non-negotiable.
Maybe it's the deliciousness around the rest of the food, the brat itself.
Yeah,
kind of disguises the nasty taste of fennel seeds. But hey, you know what? You're not alone on that. I have like 2 or 3 other friends that hate them.
Yeah,
like just like you, like religiously hate them.
They're disgusting. It's such a potent taste in there. And like I can like see it now on a sausage pizza, which is probably why sausage pizza is my least favorite. Yeah. And it's probably because all the times I've bitten into it and that disgusting fennel seed is in there. Non-negotiable, no fennel seeds. Let's go to our socials here. What's something for you that's non-negotiable? Alan had a good one. When I was single, no smoking. Interesting.
Wait, what?
So when he was single, smoking. If you smoked, no.
No, you were.
Yep.
No smoking. So if you smoked, I'm not dating you.
Yep, not dating you. See, Grandma always said if she smokes, she pokes. That's what I always went with. So,
jeez, man. Jeez, Grandma.
Right. She's a little rough. And she smoked too.
Interesting.
What else do we got?
What if it's like a super nice person, like a great person? It's just, my dad smoked when I was young, and it just, I kind of just picked it up.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Doctor gave it to me.
She's a 10. 10 out of 10. You got Cindy Crawford over there. You're like, my God, it's my dream girl, and she wants to date me, and then
lights up.
She lights up.
I mean, I wouldn't care, but some people don't like it. Alan didn't like it. You know what I'd do? I'd help her quit. Because I love her.
With what, your wiener?
Yeah, that's right. Here, smoke on this instead, Cindy.
Hey.
For you, what's non-negotiable? Matt said that weed smells good. Sorry, but no. Non-negotiable. Weed doesn't smell good.
What do you, burnt weed or weed in the bag?
I will say burnt weed to me does not smell good. It's but weed in a bag, I'll take a big old whiff. Like, oh, smell that.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yep.
Neither bothers me, but I can understand why it's straight skunk when you smell it in the air.
Yeah. Someone ran over Pepe Le Pew. Of course, it's always at a Walmart. You're like, God, is there a skunk? There's a skunk loose in here. Does he work here? It's always here.
On the golf course the other day, you could get that whiff. You're like, there's nobody around. Where is that coming from? That guy way over there underneath the tree.
Which, you know what? Good point. Everyone, if you're smoking weed on a golf course, whatever, I don't care. Everyone knows you're doing it. It travels. It just stays low on the court like a fog. Like everyone knows.
Like the morning fog. It'll go away over time, but it lingers.
It lingers. I like Robert's answer. What's something that's non-negotiable? He said Hawk Tua.
Please, God, let that go away.
It's sticking around. It's sticking around. Like that loogie from the throat.
God.
Puh. Spit on that thing. Let's see.
There's a poor father out there somewhere just shaking his head. Damn it.
Let's see. Elizabeth said, what's non-negotiable? Minding your own business. I like that answer. That's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
I think more people should make that
mind your own business.
Non-negotiable. Just mind your own business. Let's see. Andreas said Dr. Pepper is better than Pepsi and Coke. Non-negotiable. Oh,
Dr. Pepper.
I think I'd agree with that. I think
Pibb's better than Dr. Pepper.
Ooh. First of all, he's only a mystery. He's not a doctor.
Okay? He doesn't have a degree.
I trust the doctor. I trust the guy with the degree. 7 years in college. All right, that guy put his time in. Yeah.
See, if there's Dr. Pepper around, usually there's root beer around, and I'll always go for the root beer.
Ooh, root beer is good.
It is good.
Yeah. Anyway, I will agree with her on that, though. I think it's better than Pepsi and Coke. just original flavor. You know what I mean? Let's see. Something that's not negotiable. Chrissy said Nickelback is a good band. I'm going to up it and up. I think they're a great band. Not negotiable.
Yeah. I like Nickelback.
Like there's nothing you could tell me that would be that would convince me otherwise. Because
throw in an album, throw in a CD, and just kind of punch through it and tell me that's bad. They got a lot of great songs. They really do.
Yeah.
And I went to a Nickelback concert. They were at Van Andel. This was a while back.
Oh yeah.
And dude, I'm telling you, concert was epic.
Oh yeah.
First off, if you're a single guy, go to a Nickelback concert.
It's everywhere, dude.
You won't walk out with somebody underneath your arms. It was me, the people that went on the bus because we took a bus ride.
Yeah.
And then like 90,000 women. It was wild.
You're the only one that brought all dudes. Like, what the hell?
Like, what is this? What is this? Are we in the right spot?
Did we die and go to heaven? This is insane.
Come on, man.
I like it. Good answer. Save that. Creed, non-negotiable. Great band. Great band. Let's end with Stacy. We've had some great answers here. All right, there's a couple more. Hold on. I like this one. Devin said Indiana is terrible, non-negotiable. I agree.
Their speed limit is terrible. That's for sure.
I just, and not all, and I'm not saying the people, but there's just a chunk of Indiana that's terrible.
Those farmers, man. We need those farmers. Right. I love the people.
Right. There's people in there, but I think we can all agree. Illinois, too. Let's toss Illinois in there. All right, just
Iowa, too. Iowa's just pretty bland.
There's like this swath of the Midwest. That's just, ugh.
Yeah.
What else? Let's see. Oh, Stacy's answer. I like this one. And I agree 100%. Something that's not negotiable. Sleeping with the fan on. I 100%. I have to have a fan. I have to have some kind of white noise. Maybe not just a fan.
I agree with that.
The white noise.
Not the fan. The fan is 50-50 in my house. Like if it's super hot and I got to have it on. But if I have the fan on all night, I'm waking up like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. If you got that, it's just blowing dead skin cells and dust and chaff into your face. Honestly, one of the worst things for me is like if you're in a hotel and which, by the way, you have no control over the thermostat in there. That's all just for show. But the only thing I like is being able to have the fan on all night. Like at least let the fan go. Yeah. Because there's nothing worse when I'm trying to sleep in a hotel and and then it's just dead silent.
Dead silent.
Please just kick back on. I can't sleep. And then finally it'll kick back on. Oh,
you hear the people in like 2 rooms over.
Yeah.
Screaming. Turn the fan back on, would you?
Yeah. But yeah, I do. I sleep with, right now I got a fan on. I got the AC going. I got the sound machine on. It is noisy.
Loud in here. What is going on?
What?
Time to sleep.
I'm going to bed. I can't hear you. All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Yeah, man.
I'm going to take a break.
Quit turning the fan off.
Yeah, I know, right? Is that who said that?
Your wife did. Your wife did.
Oh.
Hooters just announced they're rebranding their restaurant. New name Huck to Spit on those wings.
Spit on those.
Yes. Anyway. Well, hey, I think I got everybody, but if I missed you, thanks so much for hanging out. We appreciate it. Stick around. Obviously, we're going to be on air still, but thanks everyone, and we'll see you back here on Monday. All right, bye.
Enjoy your weekend.